Grace and peace, family. Grace and peace. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. My hotel. Namaste. Free the land, beloved. Come on in, come on in, come on in. You already know what time it is. I'm your sister with the curly braids, Vicki Dillard, and I am so pleased that you have joined me today here on my own channel at VickiDillard.tv, family. I do have a little bit of a ritual, beloved. Let me let my Instagram family know too. That as you come in, family, be sure to come in giving us a big thumbs up, thumbs up. Be sure to like and be sure to share the broadcast. Would you do that, family? Everybody, come on in, come on in, come on in. This is your sister with the curly braids, Vicki Dillard, and I'm so pleased to be with you today for a most important broadcast here at VickiDillard.tv on YouTube, family. On the count of three, for those of you that haven't, as you come in, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, share, share, share. On the count of three, are you ready? On the count of three, everybody hit that thumbs up button, share, 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 wherever you're watching me now, tweet, retweet. Let me tell y'all something. There's nothing more important than what's going on in the whole wide world than what your sister with the curly braids is talking about right here and right now, baby. What we're getting ready to discuss is absolutely evidence, beloved, of our power. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. That's not exactly where I'm from, Jesse. But anyway, so family, y'all come on in, hit that thumbs up button, share, 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 okay? On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share, 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 share. Instagram, I want you to get ready to come on over to my YouTube page at VickiDillard.tv. Come on Instagram over here to VickiDillard.tv. Somebody just said you are a star seed. Oh, thank you so much. Somebody else, peace and love, Vicki. Thank you so much, precious. Shalom, shalom, back. Yes, looking great. Thank you so much, precious, all of you. So Instagram, I want y'all to get ready to come over here to VickiDillard.tv. I also have a very, very important announcement to make. Instagram, I like using this little filter with the little stars and stuff. Y'all come on in, hit that thumbs up button, share, share, share. I have a very important announcement that I'm going to be making here in just a moment. Yes, 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 yes. Somebody said that red. Thank you. Y'all already know about the red and stuff. Yes, 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 yes. Come on over, come on over. This is my first time formally addressing the absolute devastating loss of the Democrat Party. Yes, 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 yes. There's my sister with the curly braids. Yes, Miss Amina. How y'all doing? Shout out to my beautiful moderator, Miss Lisa Parker. She said the most beautiful queen. Thank you so much, precious. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. I see you, Carl. Family, this is a very important conversation that we're getting ready to have. So hit that thumbs up button and share, share, share on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Yes, we're live. And even if we're not live, watch it like it is live, because everything I say is powerful and profound no matter when you watch it. My words are spirit, their energy, their force, and their life no matter when you watch it. And you never know what you're going to get. Never look through the Vicki show and see I'm talking about anything and you decide you're going to skip it. Everything I say is important and everything is connected to something else. I don't care if you skip everybody else's everything else. They don't have my assignment. But you'll be out of your mind not to listen to everything that I have to say. Talk black to me, somebody. Are y'all hearing me today? So you be sure to share this broadcast. We got to, family, we got to start using greater levels of discipline and deciding not to, if you missed the live, yes, it's a different energy, of course, on it, but I want you all to make it a habit and to be disciplined. You can't sit here and talk about white supremacy and warfare, and you won't even dedicate yourself to hear what you ought to hear, even, if it's not in particular style that you like. I know that's not what my sister was saying. She always saying real sweet stuff. So thank you so much, precious. Shout out to my sister Sharifa that's in the chat as well. Y'all hit that thumbs up button, share, share, share. Now I'm ready to get into this very, very briefly, family, because I'm going to I'll be doing some ongoing information to let you know what this is really about, beloved. And in fact, I'm getting ready to put a link in the chat that I want my moderators to put in. I want you to go ahead and start marking your calendars. This is one of the quickest free webinars I'm getting ready to do. So I want you to know about it. Instagram, I want you to Instagram, I'm going to post that as well so that you can register for what I'm getting ready to talk about, to mark your calendars for Sunday. I believe, yeah, Sunday, November 24th. I think it's on a Sunday, right? Sunday, November 24th, 2 p.m. Eastern. Baby, if you think that what happened with Donald Trump and Kamala Harris in this United States election was just about people going out to vote, family, and it was just about what a wonderful campaign one of them executed and a terrible campaign that the other one executed, you must be out of your mind. A lot of folks that was prognosticating, I'm talking about your politicos and your spiritual people that out there, I'm going to explain to you why so many of them missed it. I'm going to explain to you what's really behind it. There is a government, there's an unseen council that's over your head. My goodness, what I'm on for this. This is what I'm good at. This is what I'm good at. And the reason why it was so outrageous, and those that you tend to rely on for certain stuff, the reason why, family, it was a nail biter, the reason why the intensity and the energy that you are feeling on the global scale is what it is not because of just Donald Trump. There are unseen forces. There are trilateral spheres. How many of y'all attended my powerful, outrageous, the Vatican webinars, how you turn your house into a headquarters? How many of you all know that I am the one that's been talking about the fact that the true Vatican and the true Pope actually came from your Black matrilineal prophetesses from thousands of years back? Yes, that's responsible for multiple golden ages. And that how world leaders and governments and military leaders didn't make major decisions without coming to them because of their connection to be able to call down the gods from the heavens to prophesy on earth and to raise up the dead. That's the trilateral spheres I'm talking about. Y'all ain't ready for this. I break down some of who they are and its interconnection to how the United States government works and the geopolitics of the world. Yes? Well, what some of you all don't understand, that there are energies, there are spirits, and there are forces that emanates from those regions that hold councils. They make certain types of legislations before the play out goes on in the middle world, which is earth. And so they was playing with some of y'all, which is why some of y'all got it wrong, and why even some of you spiritualists tried to low-key come for me. That's why some of you all that are regular political folks that can just read regular newspaper, that because you can read the newspaper, you thought that was something. Somebody said it was Elon Musk Starlink. Baby, he ain't on that level. Don't come here with that low-level stuff. That's the problem with y'all. The Ancient of Days is talking to you right now. The woman you listening to, the lineage we come from, are the oldest people on the planet. We're older than Elon Musk. The Illuminati and these other secret councils ain't got nothing on the ancestral realm and the other energies that we work with. You are just unfamiliar and ignorant about them. So before you sit here and listen to the high-powered stuff that I got to talk to you about, you 5 minutes into the broadcast and already talking about some damn Elon Musk. I'm not saying that he didn't wield some type of power or energy because of other forces working through him, but sit down. Not sit down. I know some of you all get thrown. No, get thrown. Because it's Mississippi energy. But I'm not going to talk to you regular. Those of you that are subject, verb, a noun, agreement individuals, you are powerless too. I got this, baby. When I say wording, when I speak things, I speak it a certain way because I'm doing word magic. And it's effective. And it's affecting multiple realms. Come up in here talking about no Elon Musk. I know you didn't mean no harm, but I got to do it like that. Because y'all playing with the original power. Don't be giving the newest people on our planet stuff that you ought to be giving respect to the Ancient of Days. I know y'all think that you thinking something, you think you on to something when you say, well, I done evolved above this black woman stuff that she talking about. Humble yourself and sit at my feet and hear something before you start running your mouth about that which you don't know. You don't have the results to claim and to talk about some of the stuff that y'all out here running your mouth about. You can't prove that in no limit of time through results, ninja. No, you can't, baby. And you ain't. You see? You think you didn't evolve past this woman that's looking at you. You know 2 or 3 people. You know a couple of little conscious folks that ain't black. You didn't heard a couple of good little words from the metaphysical conscious community. 2 or 3 people resonate with you and you accept them and they accept you. So you think that that's above me. You think that you think that it's a more sophisticated spiritual. You better sit your, don't sit your funny looking. If you don't sit your. You evolve when I tell you evolve. Newness. Unless and until you get these matrilineal codes, the mitochondria. Who got the mitochondria? Go look it up. You lower ranking. You ain't that air supremacy. You might be air superiority, and I'll let you know if you that. You might be air parity, but you ain't this air supremacy, baby. Newness self. You like how the other ones do it, but they say go. But the world is going to hell in a handbasket, and you still relying on those devils. What's wrong with you? You get to get it the way your mama is giving it to you. Did you hear what I said? I said you get to get it the way your mama is giving it to you. You look radiant today, Queen. Thank you, Angela. Stuns, whoever just gave me that gift on Instagram, your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. Y'all done lost y'all mind around this piece. Yeah, this Mississippi girl that screams and yells and then uses a gavel, and then I turn around and get real deep on you. Like I'm getting ready to give you a dissertation, a PhD dissertation. Baby, I can go in and out, and you're going to get it the way I'm giving it to you. And it's going to work because I said it and because this is my energy and this is what I do. The one that helped to bring you into existence. You get to sit down, ninja. Why do you do it like that, Vicki? Because the ancients already told your funny looking self, not many wise men, not many noble, but the divine uses the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. I said the divine uses the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. That's how we going. You subject noun a verb agreement ninjas out there. You ain't powerful. You ain't ship-shape the planet nowhere. You get to do it the way I'm giving it to you. Now back to what I said so we can get into what we're talking about today. Instagram, if you're watching me today, Beverly, your gift also is blessed on Instagram 1,000-fold. Everybody hit that thumbs up button, share. Before it's over, every knee gonna bow and tongue confess. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Once you're done, listen to all the professional looking people. Once you're done, listen to all the ones that got the credentials and that's accepted by the establishment and mainstream. You go come back. Every knee gonna bow before it's over. And every tongue gonna confess, baby. Before it's over, you're going to make your way right back to me and those of my ilk before it's over. Mark my words and mark your calendar, beloved, for what? Sunday, November 24th. I'm throwing this together real fast. Why am I bringing this up? Because there are energies. There are dark energies and these so-called light energies, which many of you don't even understand. My job ain't even to understand it. My job is just to give channel the information so as we can cooperate with these divine alliances and governments. I'm going to break down to you the hidden, and some might say some of the black magic that was done on both sides concerning this election. And I'm going to explain to you what that has to do with you and what we can do about it to make us more effective in the planet. I'm going to identify for you the root, and I'm also going to give you a follow-up solution on what you can do about it. Talk black to me, somebody. I said what I said. Did you hear what I said? That's what we're going to do. So mark your calendars. I'm getting ready to put the link in the chat. Instagram, I'm going to have to click off so that I can put the link in the chat. because I just popped up on everybody to do this brief live here. Right now, I'm live on my own personal channel at VickiDillard.tv. So come on over Instagram. Come on over, you both. Yes, talk black to us, Queen. Yes, indeed, I had to bless you twice. Miss Beverly, your gift is blessed a thousandfold. And thank you so much for your kind gift. Every one of you that are giving. And thank you all for your beautiful, kind compliments. You need to understand the hidden force behind everything. You need to understand why it caused even the spiritual community to lose its mind and to be misdirected. You need to understand why the political climate is what it is, why the economy, economics is working the way that it is, because money is spirit. Money is a spirit. You need to understand why there's so much upheaval, and you need to understand that there are unseen forces that's behind the stuff that we see. And there is actually something that we can do to begin to right the ship. Are y'all hearing me today? David Green, your gift, your cash app is blessed a thousandfold. If you gave another cash app and I missed it, y'all know I'm up here doing my thing, so I apologize, but your gifts are all blessed a thousandfold, whether I specifically say it or not. So mark your calendars. I'm getting ready to put the free Zoom link in the chat. Instagram, I'm going to put the Instagram, I'm going to put the link at the top, okay? So just make sure all you need to do on Instagram is just go to my bio in just a moment as soon as I'm off of here, and we will make sure that we put it up there. And YouTube, we're going to make sure that we put it in the comment section and pin in the link in just a moment. I want to get ready to talk briefly today about a leaked document from an insider that's leaked, a memo from the Harris campaign. Now, a lot of folks don't want to acknowledge, I love you back, Aaron. A lot of folks don't want to acknowledge that it was the black vote, and the lack of the black vote, we should say, is what caused the devastating defeat. Now, everybody's trying to obfuscate everything with everything else, but we had already told y'all a long time ago what it was going to be. I said, we told y'all a long time ago what it was going to be. Didn't we tell you? We told y'all a long time ago what it was going to be with the black vote, and you all tried to replace us, and you're trying to credit any and everybody and everything but us. Talk black to me, somebody, but that's not the case. And so I'm going to prove to you in no limited time of what it is, but I want to leak some information that I haven't seen very many print publications discuss this, but there was a leaked memo that was released that said that there was a proposal, a $10 million proposal that was given to the Harris campaign before the election about undecided voters, because they knew that black folks not showing up was a big deal. Now, don't everybody trying to say it was the Hispanic this, it was the Hispanic that, it was this over there, it was that over there. No, baby, it was us. That's the reason why they gave us Cardi B and Beyonce. They were shoving a whole bunch of all the rest of the miscellaneous folks down our throat. They were using some of y'all little favorite little influencers online out here endorsing Kamala Harris. Some of y'all coming out the woodworks admitting that y'all received a bag or you received some other assurances only to be humiliated. Talk black to me, somebody. Yeah, the vote is just a trick, and I'm going to be discussing that in details. But what you're not going to hear most people talk about and give you a specific insight as to the unseen court that legislated the outcome, which is why it threw so many of your spiritual people and political people off. We're going to talk about that dark magic that was done, baby. And all dark magic isn't bad. And some of the ones that was doing the most wicked magic are some of your bishops and pastors out there that's best buddies with they Zionist friends out there that's talking about Amalek and murdering and committing genocide. Some of those are what they were doing magic. Y'all must be out y'all mind. Y'all sit up there. Do you think for 1 second that some of these groups that you claim your religion is the only religion, your God is the only true and living God? Them same ones have their own little sects of magic and practices that they don't tell the general quote unquote believers about. But y'all's funny looking self. They play dirty and they go dirty. Y'all ain't ready for that level of energy. Y'all ain't ready for that energy, but you better get ready. Because that's why you're not able to make sense of what's happening. And some of you all make assumptions because the only thing that you rely on is if you see a funny hand gesture. Some of y'all accuse me of that. I was trying to be cute during one of my little, photo shoots a few years ago. I put out one of those photos and my hands, the man was trying to make me feel comfortable. You know, the little photographer, he was so sweet and precious. I went out of state. I was there for different things. And The man was just trying to make me feel comfortable so my hands wouldn't be flailing all over the place. So he was telling me, just put your hands down like this, just put it above you, just put it on the side, just trying to get me to do something different. He snapped it. You ninjas out there sitting there, if you get Vicki, are you a part of? One of the videos, one of the pictures I used for one of the videos, it was such a powerful video, and you ninjas skipped over the content of what I was talking about, asking me about a hand gesture, which if it was something, it's above your head. You tell me what I'm doing then, since you know what it is. You sound and look crazy. You don't even know what you believe. You don't even know what these other spiritual systems are doing for you to be jumping to conclusions. Pacola, your very, very, very generous cash app is blessed 1,000-fold, beloved. You sound crazy. You online heard somebody talk about a hand gesture, and a couple of y'all said something about my hand gestures. That's how I know you are out of your little Wally Walnut mind. Vicki, you a part of? You don't even know what to say I'm a part of. I was trying to be cute on that picture. I was trying to be cute. The man was trying to make me feel comfortable just to do something different. And you acting like I'm a part of a secret society that you don't even know nothing about. You don't even know how to wield your own magic. Just hush. Just hush. Just hush. You don't even know what they're doing. You don't even know what you're doing. Instagram, come on over here to VickiDillard.tv. Instagram, come on over here to VickiDillard.tv. Carl, your gift is blessed 1,000-fold, precious. Come on over here to VickiDillard.tv, beloved, because I'm getting ready to share with you this article about an anonymous person that leaked this information to Politico about the fact that they knew that it was a black vote that they was concerned about, y'all. I'm gonna give you further evidence of it. Because that's why they were privately trying to press the Harris campaign to take this money to get certain black folks so that they could reach what they call the undecided black voters. Cynthia, your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. Sister Cynthia said, congratulations to my grassroots activist independent voters, RK Jr., magnificent Michiganders. Is that what you said? Go blue? Now, I don't know about no go blue now. We don't do about that. But that's what your little thing said. Your gift is blessed. But I'm not doing either side. Bless your heart. Yeah, we don't be doing different. That's not what we do with the Vicki. But thank you for your gift. But I'm gonna break it all down for y'all in just a moment. But I want to explain something to you here in just a minute. We're higher than Go Blue. We're not D1. We B1. B1 means black first. That means we're not Democrat first and we're not Republican first. That means we're not Muslim first and we're not Christian first. Those labels are what get you to act like a nut. They do that on purpose. See, when you use those labels, that's how you end up being in the same group as a white supremacist. The reason why the Democrats have lost their mind is because they're with their favorite white supremacists. You see? You see? You see how that works? You see how you sound crazy when you do that? You see how you allow one kind of white supremacist, but you reject another when you start doing that? You see how that works? So we don't do that over here. They don't throw us for loops over here, baby. We don't jump through them kinds of loops. Instagram, come on over to VickiDillard.tv. I'll see y'all in just a moment because I need to use this device. I did enough talking. See you in just a moment, Instagram. All right, family. Thank you all so much for your patience while I shared that with my Instagram folks. Y'all give me a quick second to put this in here. Are y'all hearing me today? Oh, okay. She said Michiganders went red. Oh, is that what you meant? Okay, precious. Thank you for being a great inspiration, Lisa. Lisa, you're so welcome. Lisa, you one of my day ones. Lisa, how long you been with me, sis? Thank you for clarifying what you were saying, Miss Cynthia. Talk black to me, somebody. Okay, family, let me get ready to cue this. Let me get ready to cue this. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share, 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 share. Y'all know I'm a one-woman show. Thank you so much for your patience while I do this live. I've got another media announcement that I'm going to be making in the next week or so. It's very exciting. Y'all, we expanding the kingdom over here. Y'all talk black to me. Y'all hit that thumbs up button. Share, share, share. Thumbs up, share, share, share. Again, family, everybody, I'm getting ready to finally post. I know y'all like, Vicki, when you going to post this thing and get on with it? Y'all give me 1 second. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Yeah, people, you're going to get it the way I'm giving it to you. Let me tell y'all something. I love this. You all know how you give a lot of credence and credit to everybody but folks like Vicki. See, I know you think you're smarter, but the power don't work like that. Newness. If the oldest human being on the planet is the one that's talking to you, and if the oldest human being that has the codes to every people group, which is connected to the mitochondria that only we have in the dosages that we have, the hell are you doing? I told you before it's over, every knee gonna bow. Let me let you know the right way to use that scripture, baby. God, today, did you hear what I said? Before it's over, baby, every knee is going to bow. You're gonna come back this way. I know you don't like it like that. I know you don't like it like that. You want it to be more professional. You want it to look like the MSNBC stuff. The people that got you in wars. This webinar, by the way, is absolutely free, family. This webinar is absolutely free, where I'm going to be exposing the occult magic that was done during the presidential campaign. And I'm going to explain how you can wield your power in the real world. Did you hear what I said? I'm going to be exposing the dark magic used during the presidential campaign. I said on both sides, though. Y'all ain't ready for that. I'm posting it right now in the chat. I think I am, because my team normally does this. That's why I'm doing this, y'all. Thank you so much. Y'all hit that thumbs up button, share, share, share. And my moderators, y'all copy this and put it through out the chat. Would you, okay? Thank you so much. So again, what day did I say? Sunday. November 24th. Yeah, that's why a lot of your spiritualists missed it. And tried to make little posts and stuff trying to come for me. Like they was writing stuff. Child, Vicki, please. Child, if people don't sit down, y'all be tripping me out with that. That people be tripping. I just be sitting back, just being right. They don't like that it's you, though. They don't be liking that it's you. Can y'all see that link there? That's the free Zoom link. It's absolutely free. I'm paying for it. So that I can, y'all know a lot of this stuff I can't say online. So we got to go dark. We're going to take this offline, baby. And anybody that's been to any of Vicki webinars know it's unmatched on the planet. Nobody, nowhere does it like I do it. Talk black to me, somebody. This is not ego talking. This is reality. Vicki, get to where you're going. So y'all, the link is I think it's in the chat. It should be pinned there. Mark your calendars for Sunday, October 24th, 2 p.m. Eastern. Tell everybody that you know. Don't show up by yourself. Share it with everybody. Tell everybody to show up and mark your calendars to be there. I know it's just a minute away, but I want us, because there's a lot of people that's distressed. There's a lot of folks that's worried, and I wanted this out before Trump is scheduled to take the oath of office in January. And I want you to know why it's important, so that you can understand the hidden forces that was at work in the presidential campaign, because they're still at work in the world now. And you need to know what you can do about it. Stanley, your gift is blessed. You already know I'm going to be going there with Roland Martin's funny looking self, which he was completely wrong. How many of y'all know? Y'all, shout out to the independent Black Grassroots media. That's what I'm going to talk about here after I read this article. This is the article that I want to read for you. Are y'all ready? Y'all know full well Roland finna get ready to be a part of this because he represents the loser class. Y'all see this headline? What does this headline say, family? This is what we're getting ready to talk about briefly. Let me get real close to the screen. Y'all see that headline? Let me turn it this way. Can I turn it? Y'all know every time I be trying to turn this so that people can see. Now, Kamala certainly looks distressed, poor thing. What is this? Look, I done turned the whole thing off. Y'all give me a lot today. Y'all know I'm not that technological, natural technological stuff. I just do spiritual technology stuff is what I'm good at. Latoya, your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. Let me turn it back. For those that need to know, this is one of, this is a sort of a mainstream a website, Politico. Not website, but print publication. So just so you know. But not a lot of people are talking about this. And this has been since the election too. Y'all see the date on that? They don't want to talk about this. This is how you know that it was certainly Black folks that wielded our power that shut everything down. Bertha Duckwood said nobody, and she put it in all caps. The webinars are, I don't know how many fire emojis she put. Would you please tell them, sis? Would you please tell them? Would you please tell them that Vicki don't just be talking and be full of ego and bravado? I told y'all I'm doing something that nobody else is doing. I'm bringing in a whole new spiritual system. We're bringing in the true new Vatican. And for those of you that think the Vatican's got something to do with little nasty, dirty, little funky, little white men, if you know anything about my Vatican webinars, you know I explained to you its Black origin and who it was stolen from. And its direct connection to the United States of America as well. Talk black to me, somebody. Lisa said the webinars are spectacular. Yeah. There's a reason why the United States and other countries have similar agencies like the CIA, which is known as the Central Intelligence Agency. Notice the word intelligence. Intelligence agency on both the federal level, state level, and local levels are important to every form of law enforcement in the country and in the nation. There is no true nation or government that does not have an intelligence agency. So it is in the spirit realm, only greater. The spirit realm wields greater rank in some dimensions. You work with those other realms in order to know stuff that you don't know so that you're able to properly coordinate on earth. This is the reason why I keep telling some of you all that if you're not divinely connected to the supernatural, you'll misread the signs on earth. You'll think that because you can read the New York Times, you think you done came to the right conclusion because you read the New York Times. No, ninja. You need to be familiar with the spirits and the energetic behind the words, which are really sigils. That's too much for some of y'all. Thank you, my sis, Naturally Tour. She's so precious. She putting there for people to give to my Cash App because how YouTube takes 30%. Sis, a lot of folks don't even know how we be doing what we doing on here. How many of y'all know your sister was with the Curtis Braves was monetized for the longest time? I just barely came back with this little monetization. Talk black to me. Y'all hear me today? And then just be out here mad about the money that you get. They don't like that you be able to know that you can pay your rent on time. They don't like you being able to go get groceries without problems. But you want somebody to be on the front line and be a watchman to give you information that you ain't gonna never get nowhere else. But you don't want to support that individual. Talk black to me, somebody. Shout out to all of those. I got somebody that give on a regular basis, almost like it's automatic. I can't even begin to tell you the people, and it don't even matter about the amount. It's about your consistency. The ancient said, where your treasure is, your heart is. The ancient said that if you sow a little, if you sow bountifully, you reap bountifully. If you sow sparingly, you reap sparingly. And when you understand that money is a spirit, you will understand that you will be out of your mind not to bring it this way, because I have the power to bless, because it is law. It's not whether or not you like me. That ain't what it is. It's a law. It's a spiritual law. That's why it works. It's beyond me. You see? That's why I don't have to do no extra manipulation to ensure those that truly bless me are blessed. It's law. It automatically works. What does this headline say, family? with Kamala's distressed looking self. Look, Harris campaign, y'all ready? Harris campaign, did y'all see the headline? Rejected Black Caucus's $10 million outreach proposal to undecided Black voters. Now, I'm not giving the Black Caucus credit for nothing, but I'm showing you the behind the scenes play about the concern that they knew that Black voters, or the lack of Black voters showing up, was going to pose for them. Yes? Yes? How many of you all know that we, the Black media, alternative Black media, who Roland mocked, who Joy Reid mocked, who Tiffany Cross, who got fired from MSNBC, mocked, who Angela Rye mocked, who Charlemagne the God mocks with his little dirty, little funky, little nasty, little twisted little self. Essence Magazine blocked me. The Griot blocked me. Some of your favorite little celebrities come after me. Your current press secretary still has me blocked on personal accounts. The former View girl, the daughter of a war criminal, Meghan McCain, she blocked me. She blocked me after I told her up defending Tamika Mallory. And then Tamika Mallory turned around and blocked me. It's a bunch of other ones, but I can't keep up with them the little people. Now you got to ask yourself, you don't want to listen, quote unquote, to Vicki Dillard, but how do we keep being right? How could you all in legacy mainstream media miss the fact that the Democrats were going to legit lose? How is it that the results ended up looking more like what we've been saying over here? How? Stop focusing because they got a nice little label and stuff. Look at the results about who keep being right about stuff. Miss Sharifa said, as some of you all can see, we believe in Black parties over here too. So sit and learn. I know that's right. Yeah, sit and learn. Stop all that talking. See, people that's new to stuff, they be thinking that because it's their first time thinking something, that they think that's your first time thinking that. So it'd be like, somebody put a bulb in the chat. So when the bulb goes off and they be like, wow, that just came to me when you thought that 48 years ago. I keep telling you, thinking is new for some people. It's real new. I remember when I was in the belly of the beast in a federal facility in Texas when I was shipped there. I couldn't stand nobody. Trying to get up out of there. I was ready for my case to go through the court system in hopes that my appeals and stuff was going to work. I was sitting there with them different kinds of people that had different kinds of problems, for real criminals. And I remember one of the ladies who really rocked with me heavy was talking about how when some of the folks asked me questions, Vicki would be able to talk about one subject and then we'll turn around and talk about what's happening over there in a whole other country in another genre of news and information. And the sister would be like, why y'all get mad and jealous because you asked a girl a question and she take it over the river and through the woods? Yes, baby, I will do that for you. I like for people to treat me like the underdog. I like for you to get it twisted. And then in that little brief encounter that you have with me, baby, I will write your destiny for the next 16 lifetimes. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Ninjas be shocked and stuff. They be sitting there thinking for the first time you stop tweaking. This is your first 60 days of not sniffing and smoking something. So some of your neural pathways then opened up. And so you want to sit here and treat me like I'm that. Hell, I had a African priest that wanted to beef with me in the belly of the beast during a philosophy class. Don't play with me. Ninja. We showed up during the, man, don't play with me. Please get it twisted about where this is about to go. Do you think that the attorneys general's offices and judges was intimidated by me because I'm a nut? federal government through emails that we can prove in no limit of time, and a sloppy discovery that we have that was after me because of my intelligence. Do you think that was for nothing? Slowness? Newness? The people not trying to shut me out of big platforms because it's nothing to this. You better rock with this craziness over here. You better rock with all this hair and nails and jewelry. Back to the article. Again and again and again and again. Harris campaign rejected Black Caucus's $10 million outreach proposal to undecided voters. Here's where we're going. Everybody hit that thumbs up button, share, share, share. The link is posted so that you can save your seat for the free webinar that I'm doing, because I'm going to be exposing the Black occult energies that were operating both on Trump's side and Kamala Harris's side. Both sides. And while the spiritualists and the political prognosticators all got it wrong. Because there's a war over our head. I'm going to explain it to you, and I'm going to tell you exactly what you can do about it. Click the link there for a free webinar. Sunday, November 24th. Family, don't you miss this, and don't register and waste my money and energy and turn around and ask me later, Vicki, can I get the replay? Child, you better be there. You better go on and take off work now. Put your time in now. Rose, your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. Listen. It says, they said that this wasn't the case, but what does this headline say? When was the election, family? When was the election, family? First of all, before I show you the article again, what day was the election, family? What day was the election? Where are my intelligent Black people at? What day was the election, family? What day is this article, family? Y'all ready? Let me get closer. What does that subtitle say, family? I'm trying to get real close to the screen so there's no confusion. Your gifts are blessed 1,000-fold. Mr. Desmo, y'all see that? Watch this. They don't want to publicly give Black folks too much credit, even though they keep hinting around it, but we know what it is. Watch this. Y'all listen. Kamala Harris's presidential campaign rejected an offer in late summer to spend millions to persuade and turn out Black voters, a group that Donald Trump made significant inroads with on his way returning to the presidency. The Congressional Black Caucus, the Harris campaign the Congressional Black Caucus brought the Harris campaign, y'all listen, hit that thumbs up button, share, brought the Harris campaign a $10 million plan in September to mobilize undecided voters in key swing states, according to a memo viewed by Politico. Are y'all listening? It was a move the campaign ultimately rebuffed. Kamala said, hell no. You ninjas always show up no matter what. So what I look like paying you because you always do stuff for free. That's been y'all's history for 60 some years. So I know you're not going to switch up on me now, because I know y'all scared of Donald Trump. That's what the delusional Democrats were saying. Listen. It says it was a move, what? That the campaign ultimately rebuffed, according to two people familiar with the matter. Y'all listen. Who were granted anonymity to discuss the private conversation. They don't leak this memo. Y'all listen. In the memo. Listen. In the memo, dated September 16th, the Black Caucus approached the campaign about a project dubbed, y'all, and this is the reason why I told y'all, don't think I'm sitting here to give no damn Congressional Black Caucus no credit. Y'all watch this. Watch this. Y'all listening? The project was dubbed, quote, y'all think I'm making this up. Y'all take a screenshot. Because y'all gonna think Vicki is making this up. She hollering and screaming and she making it up. Please take a screenshot. Do y'all see this? It was titled Freedom and Opportunity Bus Tour. I know we got to skip the name. Y'all know I could be here all day just dragging the bus. Somebody put a bus in the chat. Somebody put a bus in the chat. Somebody put a skull in the chat. And I'm not going to tell you why to put the skull in the chat. Somebody put a gravestone in the chat. I'm not gonna tell you why you putting the gravestone in the chat. Don't put but one, because YouTube will automatically start messing with the comments. FBA Queen, your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. She said, thank you for giving us so much truth. You always support me, FBA Queen. Y'all see these devils? We're gonna skip all that wildness. That ain't the only wild title we getting ready to read, y'all. Just hang on. Y'all gonna be like, Lord, Vicki. Y'all watch. Listen. I'm just making a larger point. I'm showing you how scandalous all of them are. Listen. I'm not even finna stop here, Vicki. I got too much ground to cover. Listen. Freedom and Opportunity Bus Tour. That's what they call it, y'all. Freedom and Opportunity Bus Tour. Bus the bus. They always about that bus. Listen. Its goal was to target and mobilize Black voters who remained on the fence about the candidates. Y'all watch this. With less than 50 days left before Election Day. It called for $1.5 million for a bus tour that would deploy Black caucus members. How many of y'all know that if they sent the Black caucus out, that it would have been stand your ground laws imposed? Now, I'm not saying that I have all that. I'm not saying I got stuff like that in my home. But how many of y'all know it might have been some stand your ground laws? You showed up to people's houses with some Black caucus on it. That alone would have been danger. Somebody say stranger danger. Everybody would have screamed stranger danger. Why y'all laughing? This serious. Listen. Vicki, get serious, Vicki. Listen. I'm trying to make a larger point here. Watch this. I'm trying to show you all how they knew we was going to sit out. Listen. Y'all, I told you, y'all ain't ready for these titles. Y'all gonna be like, God, today, this is the reason why we have to have skulls and tombstones today. Stand your ground laws. Family, don't be using no other words in the chat because the algorithm might act crazy. Y'all hit that thumbs up button, share. Somebody say stand your ground. That's what this would have been. It would have been all about stand your ground and legit, because everybody would have been hollering stranger danger. I know if I had babies, all my babies would have been at the front to my holler, stranger danger, mommy, stranger danger. That's all I would have needed. That's all my babies would have had to say. Because I would train mine to know that the Black caucus is right up there with all the real for real criminals. And menaces to society. Talk Black to me. Listen, my babies would know that from birth. But the real menace to society is. And some of them look like us. Listen, y'all watch. Vicki, read this part again. Y'all ain't ready for this next title. I told y'all, I'm just getting started. It called for $1.5 million for a bus tour that would deploy Black caucus members to those key states. And notice to those key states. So they knew that those key states were an issue, y'all, because that's where a lot of us Black enclaves are. But listen, they would deploy Black caucus members to those key states. Watch this. And another $8.3 million for a pair of social action groups called, y'all ready for the action group? Let It Resound and Rolling Sea Action Fund. What the hell did Jesus, Lord, today? What kind of ancient mama, mammyism, shucking and jiving? Somebody said, what? Y'all, please take a screenshot because y'all think I'm making this up. Please take a screenshot right now. What does the article say? What's the name of the action group? Let It Resound and Rolling Sea Action Fund. How many of y'all know what that's from? Larry, your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. Yvette said, I believe you, Vicki. How many of y'all know what that title is? Let It Resound and Rolling Sea Action Fund. This is the reason why I have to stay on you religious people. Some of y'all don't understand how this religion and spirituality is mixed up and intertwined and perverted with politics. How many of y'all know the song? Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Y'all don't know this, but you ought to know it. Ring with the harmony of liberty. Let our rejoicings rise high as the listening skies. I'm singing the song. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. James, your $52 gift is blessed 1,000-fold. That's the song. The Black anthem. They done tried to move the bones, and they called their political action group, Let It Resound and Rolling C Action Fund. Don't let me start doing my C. Because y'all know Kamala taught us in a Church of God clip about the C. She told us what to see, about the spiritual C. These ninjas done tried to pick up on my spirit and called it Let It Resound, Rolling C Action. See, I knew my spirit told me I was on to something when I started doing that C thing, because I didn't even know this action committee existed with this title. Don't make me go there with the C. Y'all go back to my video clip, the live I did here. I didn't do that whole piece on the action of African Diaspora News Channel, but on African News Channel, a lot of y'all watch it over there too. It's almost 200,000 views, but I didn't go crazy on that one like I did on my channel. I think it's 190,000 views over there. When I told y'all, talking about she sang in the Church of God choir when she was a child. This Brahmin Indian lady trying to tell the world she sang in the Church of God. Child, okay, lady. And then she got up there to give her testimony at the church, talking about when she learned the scripture from Galatians. And started talking to us about faith and seeing. It's so hard to see what you can't see. About the see. So I had to explain to y'all what she really was trying to say about the see. And we specifically talked about the C, the S-E-E and the S-E-A and the letter C, A, B, C. Did we talk about that? And these ninjas got the nerve to call their political action fund. What? Let it resound and roll and see. My God, Lord, Vicki, please get off this, because I will be out all month long dragging the church through the sea. I'll leave you in the Red Sea. I'm going to change up your Sunday school story about the sea being split open to say it drowned you too. God, today. Some of y'all don't know about them Sunday school stories. I'm going to help you understand it. That sea wasn't split open for you to cross it. I would have shut it down. Focus, Vicki. I'm way off about the Sunday school. I'm supposed to be talking about this. That's how this throw you. You see what I'm saying? How can you even focus with these kind of titles? They want you to be moved just by the name of the doggone action committee. The action committee title is offensive. Let it resound. And roll and see action fund. See, the reason why this wouldn't work, because people are listening to Vicki Dillard, where I am calling out the church and her wicked, weird antics. We don't do the see over here like that. You can't get us like that over here with Amazing Grace. My altos at. We done already exposed Barack doing that some years ago. Focus, Vicki. The social action group, one of them was called Let It Resound and Roll It, and Let It Resound and Rolling C Action Fund, that focused on battleground House districts that had a Black voting population of at least 8%. Yeah, this was very specific, who they were targeting and the proposal that they made to Kamala Harris's campaign. Y'all listen. The bus tour would have been a 12-stop stretch across critical battleground states that Trump ultimately won or is on track to win. This was at the time of the thing, y'all. Y'all listening? Pennsylvania, Georgia, Michigan, North Carolina, Nevada, and Arizona. How many of those states that I just named did Trump end up winning? Marjorie Lemon said, woo, child. Tell the truth. Are y'all listening? Are y'all listening? It says, which Harley, and it says also called for stops in Nebraska's 2nd congressional district, which Harris ultimately carried. That don't even count with the rest of them I just named. It is not clear why the Harris campaign rejected the proposal. Yes, it is clear. It is not clear. Y'all listen, Vicki, just read the thing. It is not clear why the Harris campaign rejected the proposal. Campaign officials did not immediately respond to a request for comment. I bet you they didn't. Some Democrats have privately grumbled that the proposal would have been a tiny expenditure for an organization that had raked in more than $1 billion. Somebody say $1 billion. Somebody put $1 billion in the chat over the course of its 107-day campaign. But though the Harris team rejected the bus tour, it had already started implementing some of the items outlined in the plan. That included tapping social media influencers for voting engagement and holding rallies with established civil and labor organizations. That's why you lost. Holding rallies with civil and labor organizations is not us. You all, let me tell you something. You don't need to see if Vicki's telling the truth. They lost, so we know they don't. We know they don't know. Who lost? The Democrats lost. The Democrats, that the official Democrats at MSNBC, ABC, CNN, and all the Fox News give all this credit and stuff too. They lost. The people lost. The whole time over the past several years, we kept telling you all that we're making incremental changes and that it matters. And how many times have you heard me say that the smallest percentage that they lose could absolutely change the trajectory of a campaign? Yes, we've known that. Somebody say, duh. Snake Doctor, your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. Yeah, $1 billion for the rolling damn sea. The sea that rolling come from. The sea that rolling, talking about rolling sea. Yeah, Rolanda Martina. I done told y'all a long time ago before I knew about that campaign that he came from he emerged from the underwater in that park. Where that little white supremacist, little Charlie found him at. And mom and them took him home and fed him kibbles and bits. And he started cosplaying as a Black American. Until we realized he bounced instead of walked. Watch this. Harris also headlined the Black Caucus's, y'all, this serious, why y'all laughing? Harris also headlined the Black Caucus's 53rd annual legislative conference in mid-September, where she outlined her vision of, quote, hard work in remarks that lasted roughly 9 minutes. This is why y'all lost, fool. Ain't nobody listen to you dummies. Additionally, the Black Caucus's proposal pitched working with Latino and Asian American and Pacific Islander organizations who were, quote, accustomed to building multiracial coalitions to win elections, according to the memo. The push, according to the document, aimed not to duplicate the campaign's efforts, but to add value to the outreach Harris was already doing. The plan also called for a dinner headlined by the vice president in September, looking to raise $1 million with an asking price of $5,000 per attendee. So y'all hear that? I said, did y'all hear that? I said, did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Watch this. How many of y'all remember a few weeks back, I did a broadcast exposing how Kamala Harris, and even the NAACP man came out and stuff complaining because they found out that Kamala Harris was spending money with white media, but they wasn't giving Black media no money. Are y'all hearing me today? Somebody say shout out to our moderators in the building. Our moderators are highlighted in blue. Thank you all so much. For example, this headline from the Voice of Atlanta, the Atlanta Voice. What does that headline say? How many of y'all remember I briefly talked about this? I talked from another piece, but this is one that I can easily access so that you can see what I'm talking about. Y'all see this? This was before the election. This was the end of September. Y'all see this? Black operatives reportedly furious over Kamala Harris's campaign spending decisions. What was the spending decision, Vicki? Black Democratic operatives and minority-owned firms are raising alarms over spending practices Vice President Kamala Harris's presidential campaign. They accuse the campaign of favoring white-owned vendors. Y'all think I'm making it up? Please take a screenshot. Y'all see that? I read this from another piece. Even I told you the NAACP man came out. This was before the campaign. This was before the election, y'all. They accuse the campaign of favoring white-owned vendors while sidelining Black-owned firms. The controversy first reported to Notice, NOTUS, a nonprofit newsroom created by the Albritton Journalism Institute, has caused growing frustration among Democratic leaders, operatives, and donors. Many fear that these missteps could harm Harris's standing with the voters of color in crucial weeks before Election Day. Now, let me tell y'all something. You biscuits deserve to be played and not paid. Ooh, that was good. Isn't that a powerful little rap line I just did? You biscuits deserve to be played and not paid. Why? Because all you ninjas out there is trying to get a job and some money. Nobody is even listening to those of you Black-looking organizations that want the money. Now, those of us who are independent Black grassroots media folks like myself, do you think that they're talking about giving us money? When I joined my brother Tariq Nasheed this past June for a reparations rally, thousands of people showed up. with no assistance and no pushing from mainstream media outlets. We've been doing other business expos and stuff together. We independently have our own social media and media outlets and so forth that listen to us. I showed up during the week of the DNC at a small group at How to Eat to Live restaurant, and you top Chicago Black activists showed up. How is it that the Democrats aren't listening to the Black grassroots? Long before then, y'all were showing up. How many of y'all remember when I did that broadcast exposing Roland and some of the brothers that was on the streets? Roland was out on the streets, and y'all confronted Roland for being a tool for white supremacy, and Roland was scared to death and started stumbling and bumbling and bouncing and twitching and twirling more than he normally does. Black folks have been showing up so strong, for example, in Chicago to political hearings. How many of y'all know that? How many of Black voters in Chicago were showing up to shut down all the money and resources and tangibles they were given to illegal immigrants, but y'all suppressed them? How many of you all know that your sister with the curly race, Vicki Dillard, here and on other platforms where I was exposing the Democrats, not the Republicans, that tried to change the policies, the rules for entering into those political hearings? How many of you all know that Black folks were so engaged in those political hearings, so many of y'all were showing up that they had to basically have like overflow rooms, and that they changed the rules to where you all couldn't be on the initial floor, and that if you showed up, you had to have a government issued ID? How many of you all know they changed the rules to where they tried to propose to change the rules to where they said that not only that, you had to register in advance so that way they could scrutinize you before you got there? How many of you all know I did a broadcast showing that a government third-party agency looked into it and sent a letter to Mayor Brandon's office to let his funny-looking self know, fool, these new rules that you proposed might be a violation of the law, so that they had to rescind it? How many of y'all know I talked about that over here? The brother said, I recall. Glorice says, you are correct. Other people are saying yes. Somebody else said facts. Lisa said right. So they were ignoring the political engagement of their most faithful voting bloc. How many of y'all remember me discussing the fact that some of the Black Chicagoans there were actually taking some of the officials to court and suing them? How many of you all know that the Democrats were so mad at you Black voters there that they retaliated by doing those things to shut you down? How many of you all know that I did broadcast covering the fact that it was some of the Black voters that stopped them from erecting tents in one of the parks out there? How many of you all remember me discussing the fact that it was one of those school, was it a school building? Y'all help me remember, because I can't remember, so much going on. I want to get it right. That it was one of the facilities that they was going to house these illegal migrants, and it was Black folks that shut it down. Every time one of us was discussing a lot of folks that was rising up, even in New York and other large Black enclaves, going off on their leadership for giving the immigrants food stamp visas and more money on their visas rather than they give regular American citizens food stamps. Y'all was making sure that they was in top-notch 4- and 5-star hotels. How many of y'all remember the coverage I did showing that in some of these places where these illegal migrants are, that they were able to trace some of the one of the diseases and stuff that was coming in through the borders, and how it was starting to spread, and how folks in Chicago was keeping some of that secret too? How many of y'all remember me covering at least one decent Black politician out there in Chicago where he was sitting out there saying we ought to be welcoming migrants, but he said we need to welcome them to the health department? How many? Y'all, all them politicians always be rocking for them illegals, but this Black politician made headlines, and I covered it, and did nobody else cover it like that, where he says, yes, we should welcome the migrants to the health damn department. And how many of y'all know a lot of the news didn't pick that up? Goddess! He said, hell yeah. I was about to go off on him until I read the whole article. Because, see, they don't expect us to be reading in the full newspaper. So your sister with curly braids had to actually read the whole thing like I have to always do. This brother said, yes, let's welcome them to the health department. How many of y'all know I'm bringing this up because I'm trying to show you that the Democrats were warned, but they retaliated against us? How many of you all know that mainstream legacy media didn't bring our voices on? How many of you all know that people like Tiffany Cross, after they fired her from MSNBC, after Angela Rye, they didn't bring Angela back to CNN? After Andrew Gillum, after being busted with his bussy tooted in the air with two Mzungus, allegedly smoking and peeling the bananas. How many of y'all know they got a little show together? Andrew Gillum, he was running for governor in Florida. They threw a fad case on him. He ended up winning that one, but they caught him up in the, tooted up in the air, tooted. It was tooted. Up in the air. It was tooted. With two bazungos. And they had it on camera. Because he was running a strong, and the Democrats didn't rock with him like that. How many of y'all know they let him get that fad case? He beat the case, but he didn't win the governorship. And how many of y'all know he did do well in that little debate? Well, he got a show with Angela Rye and Tiffany Cross, all the Democrat rejects. How many of y'all know they did a show together? After all of them was rejected, they thought that they stood a chance in hell of getting Kamala back in office, so they even did broadcasts still dogging us. How many of y'all remember I did a broadcast on Tiffany Cross? After all that, Tiffany Cross had the nerve to be on their little podcast, which they despise because it's not MSNBC and CNN. She did a broadcast saying that she wasn't even sure that the video that she was looking at where we was threatening not to vote for them was real. How many of y'all remember they was in denial and delusional? How many of y'all saw where these networks and these people brought people like me in to talk? No, they didn't. They suppressed our voices. Why do you all keep thinking? Why do you all think I keep calling out the Griot, Essence Magazine? Why do you all, and let me just go on and say it, Revolt TV was the one that dissed your sister. Let me just put it out there. Yeah, they did. Why do you think the press secretary still got me blocked? It wasn't about me individually, fool. It was about the people that I represent, the voice that I represent. Don't you know when you block us, you block yourself? Shout out to the power of the Black Grassroots. They mocked us at first. Oh, your video over here got 50,000. That one got 5. Ninja Soul. But we're wielding power among the people. We show up without any support from mainstream media, and y'all show up by the thousands in Washington, D.C. when we made our demands. Y'all was screaming and hollering, but I felt like y'all was listening to Beyonce. But they chose not to listen. They mocked us and they dissed us. Is that right, family? And you wonder why you lost. I said, and you wonder why you lost. Y'all, click the link that's pinned above. Mark your calendars for Sunday, November 24th, Sunday, November 24th. Family, it's literally 2 weeks away. I did it at the last minute because I have to deliver this powerful word, because Spirit showed me about the dark forces that were operating by and through Kamala Harris' campaign and Donald Trump. We see who prevailed so far, right? There was a war that was going on before they even started. And I'm going to explain to you what that has to do with us right now. Famously Blacker, your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. That's my sister. She said, you better sing. Oh, if y'all only knew. Your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. That's my sister right there. Always, always, always a blessing and supporting. My sister T. Powerful, 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 powerful voice in Hollywood. Y'all watch this. So I need you all to understand that they chose not to listen to us. Now, let me tell you the reason why they playing with who they really giving credit to for why Kamala lost in all those places. One of the things that we need to keep in mind, and I'm going to tell you this, I'm going to be honest, I did not get to watch the entire broadcast, but I did. Yvette said she's registered. Awesome, Yvette. It's absolutely free, family. I'm paying for this. I'm paying for my team, the work, and everything that goes behind it. So click that link above so that I can break down to you the dark occult forces that was at work in the presidential campaign and what you can do about it. Because those forces are still at work. Everybody knows that don't nobody put the webinars down like I do. Because I'm talking about things from a spiritual point. I'm talking about what's happening in the ethers. That's what makes it so powerful, so that you will understand the unseen forces. If you are just responding to something that Trump said, or you're responding to something that Kamala's doing here, and you're not taking into perspective the spiritual element of this, you're being played. That's why I always say, if you're not tapped into the spiritual realm, you will misread the signs on earth. Some of you don't understand that this earth is very old, and it's peopled by other spirits. And those other spirits know how to play mere mortals. You will be thinking, you thinking a thought and running something, and they will be playing your funny looking self. Some of the intense warfare that I went through had everything to do with the type of spiritual initiation that I had to understand how these energies work. And the reason why such high-level officials were coming against your sister, because that was the spiritual rank I was dealing with. Oh, you ain't listening to no dummy here, baby. You're not picking this up because you can read a newspaper. And that's the reason why a lot of the spiritual folks missed it, because they would listen to their other spiritual homegirls and homeboys. And they was listening to this girl with the sister with the curly braids. Vicki bams her gavel. Who does she think she is? And so some of y'all tried to come for me. Some of y'all was trying to come for me to let me know what your spirits were saying. Ninja what? Ninja who? Ninja what? What's JC's song? Nigga what? Nigga who? Nigga what? That's what I'm saying. Nigga what? Nigga who? Nigga what? We don't judge based on just natural things. Say it again, Glorice. She said you were born for this. Baby, say it for the people in the back in case they missed that. Somebody said the people that got them, you know what's is slow, child. I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm just going to leave that alone, baby. We're going to pray for them. Look, the thing about the people, somebody said the people that got the shots is slow. Let me tell y'all something. Shout out to my brother, Business Mom, because I personally believe that one of his little supplements might help some people today. It's for the brain, though. It's for the brain. It's for the brain, but you just look into it. Go to my brother, Business Mom website. You might get some help with the mind. Look it up over there. You'll see the testimonies to know what I'm talking about. Talk black to me, somebody. How many of you all know me and my brother, Business Mom? That replay is available on my website too, baby. We didn't do 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. Y'all, it was almost 6 hours. And we brought receipts that no man, no woman, no group, no organization, no secret society will be able to gainsay nor resist. It was unmatched, that webinar, baby. And y'all showed up too. That replay is available at my website at VickiPlanet.com. But let me get back to where I'm going. So did y'all see that a few minutes ago? Right? They knew what it was. Now, I was going to make a point a minute ago. I'm so glad I made this point because I'm finna pull up this article. I did not get a chance to watch the entire broadcast, but I saw a very important segment of the Black Authorities breakdown recently, where he broke down how it was exactly the Black vote through some charts and stats that he put together that caused Kamala to lose. I thought that the commentary and the information he provided was pretty convincing. So you may want to check that out for some receipts that comes from an alternative Black media source. I just wanted to throw that out there. But one of the articles that was referred to, now this is one that I looked through. I believe this was a similar one that he had mentioned, but I found this was interesting and I had to pull it up a certain way for it to come up. And it's my belief that perhaps even Google intentionally made sure that we weren't able to easily access some of these signs that could have explained what was going on. Do y'all see this headline? This is from WJCL. Do y'all see this headline from this newspaper? Everybody hit that thumbs up button, share, share, share. Y'all see that headline? Like I said, I did not get a chance to watch the whole broadcast, but I watched enough of that particular segment so that I was watching the relevant parts so that I'm getting the proper context. And I believe the way he compiled it together definitely proved that it was absolutely the black vote. Now, that stayed home, many of us, not just some, yet some defected for Trump, but mostly it was no reason why Kamala should not have been able to get the same numbers that even Joe Biden got 4 years ago. And even his numbers were down when Joe Biden ran. Now, let me tell you something. Other people didn't say this. This is what I'm saying. I believe that the reason why they're not telling the truth about the black vote and our power is because they don't want you to know how much power you truly will so that you don't keep doing it on purpose. Why am I saying that? Because the black vote was the only vote that they never had to do anything for. The black vote is the only vote. And let me tell you how y'all know that it was also a problem that the Democrats internally knew that they had. Why do y'all think at the last minute they had Michelle Obama up there basically cussing out black men? Why do y'all think that Barack Hussein Obama twitched his tail at Kamala's campaign to try to talk to us about somebody being misogynist? And Ninja, we was never listening to you, no way. Barack, don't you know years ago, even when you left the White House, Vicki Dillard was still playing your videos, mocking you for singing Amazing Grace? Why was I doing that even when there was not an election? Why was Vicki still talking about these things even when Obama was out of office and long before there was an election? Because I was trying to plant the seeds to fix your brains so that we would do exactly what we did during this election. Punish the Democrats. Did y'all hear what I just said? Who was doing nonstop broadcasts on multiple black caucus members? Who did the broadcast on James Clyburn? And I'm still not seeing enough people talk about James Clyburn. Who was talking about James Clyburn a long time ago when that piece came out? Even Joy Reid. No major establishment media talked about this from the cable networks and the media outlets that your most dependable Democrats watch. How many of y'all remember me doing back-to-back broadcasts on James Clyburn a long time ago when that piece came out over a year ago that showed that James Clyburn aide, that there was credible evidence that his aide went and met with the Republicans that affected his district to help them remap the district, to gerrymander the district, meaning that means that they manipulate the district so that the smaller groups, white politicians can benefit from it. James Clyburn worked with the Republican just to make sure that his seat was intact. James Clyburn was concerned that his seat was in trouble. So James Clyburn was willing to affect the chances of other black politicians coming down the pike later to run. He was willing to mess with other politicians. He was willing to mess with the black vote overall just to save his individual seat. How many of you all heard about that in mainstream news? Hell no, you didn't. Joyce, Vicki, your voice is beautiful. Thank you, precious. I talked about it again and again. Why? Because I felt like enough people weren't talking about it. That was well before the elections. Now, some of you all are wondering, why is it that Vicki was calling out them making weird little plays with Kamala long before before Kamala officially ran for office at the last minute? I started calling stuff out because a year ago, Sunny Hostin, out of nowhere, before anybody started making a big deal, she came out of nowhere on The View, started talking about how they better not kick Kamala off the ticket. That was just as vice president. Before other folks started talking about it real strong, Sunny Hostin just out of nowhere. It was as if her sorority homegirl sent her a message and told her to seed that. So yeah, I started talking about it then. How many of y'all remember a long time ago, James Clyburn stepped down from a committee he was on without making sure that position was filled, said that he's going to get ready to give himself full time to the campaign. How many of y'all remember that black man, Cedric? How many of y'all remember that black man, that congressman that stepped out when Kamala humiliated? I'm going to do a broadcast on this. Her own constituency at Howard University. How many of y'all remember when Kamala knew before it was announced that she was losing? How many of y'all know that she didn't even have the respect for her Black constituency to come out to tell them herself whatever statement she was going to give? She sent the Black man out, Cedric. How many of y'all remember that? Yes, the Boule gang. How many of y'all remember that it was me that did a broadcast on him long time ago because he switched his position? How many of y'all remember he stepped down from his position in the administration that he had? For me, that's the reason why I knew that something was going on before it manifested into what we ended up seeing. That's the reason why I was confident that Joe Biden was going to step down and that Kamala was going to take his place, even when other Black media folks were saying, no, they didn't believe he was going to step down. They was doing too many weird things long before. Are y'all hearing me? Who is this, Al? He said, Dr. Vicki, thank you for the great work. Keep it up. Oh, thank you, Precious. He said, Dr. Vicki, y'all so funny. I had somebody else call me Dr. Vicki before. My people called me that. Mother Green said, you was doing this long before. Daniel said, I remember it. A Roll Tide said, yes, I remember it. Somebody else said, yes, hearing you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So the reason why it's the slightest thing that get me. That's what a spiritual do. We don't look for the obvious things. You understand? I don't look for the obvious things. I don't look for what the obvious polls are saying. I don't look for what the most of the people are doing. I'm looking for the little subtle things is the stuff that gets my attention. So that's why I was doing broadcasts on all of those things leading up to this point. You see? Somebody said, oh yeah, I remember Bojangles climbing with his funny looking self. Watch this article. Let's go back to this. Y'all see this? And again, this is one of the sources, if I recall correctly, that Jason discussed. Watch this. And again, I'm being honest. I did not watch the entire thing, which I would suggest you do. But I watched enough of it, probably 30-something, 40-something minutes of it to get the proper context of this because I wanted to specifically take in that analysis. When I saw the headline that he was doing, I wanted to see that analysis. And I thought that the charts that he put together proved in no limit of time that it was the Black vote that sat out. It wasn't just those that went to Trump. They had more than enough Black voters that could have made sure that Kamala was good. And they're not being honest about it. So one of the reasons why I'm trying to show you that even inside, when I showed you the previous article, that was not one of the sources he gave. The one I just showed you a few minutes ago from Politico, that was for me. I wanted to show you that because it was clear that they knew that the Black voters were going to be an issue. But of course, they're not going to tell the public that. And let me say this too, real quick, because I want to be real clear. Those of you Black political, your Black Democrat strategists, some of y'all pretending that you independent strategists, but you're really a Democrat shield. Some of y'all that's coming out now talking about they didn't pay us, that's why we lost. Hell no, that ain't why I'm reading that fool. You ain't the real Black media. Even if they paid you, we wouldn't have listened to you, dummies. I'm just trying to show how they knew that it was Black voters in those specific key areas that were going to be a problem. That's the only reason I'm calling y'all out. I'm calling you out to say all you was trying to do was get a check anyway. You wanted to be whored out. You wanted to be flued out by the Democrat Party. So let's be clear. We still want to listen to you. I told you, if you had come to my door, it would have been stranger danger and stand your ground laws for some of my people out there. Don't get it twisted, family. That's a lie when these Black looking organizations are saying that it would have made a difference had they paid them. No, we still want to listen to you. Revolt TV people, hell no, we want to listen to y'all's analysis, fool. Roland, we want to listen to you, fool. NAACP, hell no. Urban League, hell no. Black Caucus, hell no. Stranger danger. Somebody say stranger danger. We want to listen to none of you dummies. We're just making the point that internally, inside, you all knew that Black voters in those particular areas were not coming out. Yeah, I said revolt. Them ninjas over there. Yes, baby. Yes, yes, yes. They don't like me either. Yes, baby. Yes. Yeah, revolt reached out to me before. Yes, they did. with they scary selves. Back to this piece. Let's just go on and tell the truth about what's going on. Watch this. Low turnout of black voters during early voting in Georgia. What's the date of this? This is October 31st, right? Listen to what it says. It says, as of Wednesday, black voter turnout is 26% of the ballots. It says here, update, as of Thursday, October 31st, 43% of registered black voters have participated in the election. Now, before that, it just said at the headline, you can see it said 26%. They updated it after the fact. At the time, it was already low. Do y'all understand that? Listen. Early voting is underway in Georgia, and the state has surpassed 2 million ballots submitted. According to Georgia Secretary of State's office, only 26% of registered voters who identify as black have made their way to the polls, while more than 30% of white voters have cast their ballots. On average, nearly 200,000 ballots are submitted across the state daily, and the lack of black voters in that number is a concern for many. I'm trying to show you how this was a concern in advance. You understand? I love you back, Tracy. We stand in line, I'm quoting, we stand in line for Jordan and phones. Why not stand in line to vote? Brittany Clay said. A call to get black voters to the polls after recent numbers show a low turnout during early voting. See, Joy didn't say all this before the voting started, before November, did she? Mainstream media was still delusional and in denial. Do y'all understand this? I said, do you all understand this? Toby, you said it right. Toby said that couch is powerful. It's real powerful. A lot of stuff going on in the couch. Couch is real powerful. Strong. It's a kind of throne. It's the modern day throne. So we stay seated on our thrones at home, which is the couch. So one of these knuckleheads said something stupid, so brace yourself. Quote, our ancestors fought hard for us to vote. Tayanika Owen said, please get out and vote. You can't expect change if you don't get out and vote, get out and act on the change. Okay, if our ancestors died to vote, which is that's a lie, but if our ancestors did die to vote, family, it's the difference between dying while voting. Your ancestors was not die for you to vote. Is that how Harriet did it? Is that how Denmark Vesey did it? Is that how Nat Turner did it? No. None of those individuals that we revere the most waited for no law and legislation. They took the law into their own hands with rifles and machetes and sharp objects at night. And it was bloodshed when they was finished. We love them not because they was waiting for white people to grow a conscience and to set us free. They said, this is how we finna do it. We believe in taking the law into our own hands. And because y'all was scared that you was going to be sliced up at night. Talk black to me. Don't make me go into my bedtime story with the help out there. Same with you black women that's out there talking about, we let us mourn the Democrat Party. We have the right to mourn our own way because black women voted. If y'all don't shut up, I did a post about silly black women out there talking about we get to mourn this election the way we want to. No, you don't, mammy. No, you don't. Vicki, why are you saying it so strong? No, you don't, mammy. No, you don't. Let me tell you why you don't. This is what I posted. I tweeted this the other day, and then I turned around and posted it on Instagram. Y'all see what I said here? Black women, let us mourn. You sorority nuts out there, type energies that voted for Kamala. Somebody that looked like us. A woman. No, you didn't. No. Essence Magazine is supposed to be for black women, but they got me blocked. The Griot has April Ryan, that black, well-known White House reporter, but they still got me blocked. Some of the biggest haters out there are your black famous little political activist people that don't like me because I'm not a Democrat shield. So what did I write in my tweet to these black women that say, let us mourn the way we want to mourn? The election. I said, y'all out here saying, don't tell black women how to mourn this election. I said, the hell, I'm a foundational black American, all the way woman. The current press secretary still has me blocked. She's supposed to be black, right? And a woman. I said, the current press secretary still has me blocked. I said, your favorite female black activist blocked me. A major black network rescinded the debate to appease the establishment, Revolt TV. Essence Magazine blocked me. Black publications, some run by females and prominent black female celebrities blocked me for speaking truth. You all distance yourself from a black grassroots woman. I wish I would sit here and tell you black women get the more in the way you. No, you don't. You don't have the right to heal, mammy. It's Tanya Nika Owens. Our ancestors fought hard for us to vote. Well, if they did, which I just proved, no, they didn't. White folks were just wicked and happened to murder and kill them while voting, like they did everything. They would kill us for eating, kill us for going to church, kill us if we didn't go through the back of the door, kill us for existing, kill us for wanting to go to school, kill us for trying to go to a library to check out books, kill us for drinking out the wrong water fountain. So what is you talking about? Would you sit there and say that our ancestors died for us to have a right to drink out of the water with white folks and to pee in the same toilet? You sound stupid. And let's pretend that our ancestors did for just 2 seconds. Let's pretend that they died for the right for us to vote. If we told you that we was voting for Trump, would you be saying that in that context? Hell no. Hell no. If I said that your ancestors, hey, they died for you to have the right to vote. Okay, yeah, okay. Our ancestors died for us to have the right to vote, so I'm voting Trump. Which, of course, I didn't. I won't vote for that white supremacist. Both of them are white supremacists. I'm just using that just with that little sick, twisted analogy. If they died for us to have a right to vote, I said, okay, I'm voting for Trump. Which I didn't. Would they still be saying that? Of course they wouldn't. That's why I tell you, you D1 and not B1. D1 is Democrat first. That's dangerous. And yes, we're giving the Democrats pressure and we're giving them more work than we do the Republicans because we've been voting for the Democrats longer. We've been voting for them for 60-something years. And they promise to do something for us, and they use our vote to help everybody but us. So when you give people power to change your condition, they don't do it. That means that you have to hold the party accountable who you gave the power to. Do you understand? So stop asking dumb questions about Trump. If it's the Democrats we've been giving power to for 60 years, that's the one you're supposed to be holding accountable, silly. Do you understand that a little bit? Somebody put a turtle in the chat. Chairman of the Georgia Legislative Black Caucus, Carl Gillard, is looking for an increase in turnout as both parties depend on black votes, especially black men. So we've got work to do, Gillard said. We've got people who have done early voting. The lines are long and consistent. Watch this. But we need full turnout, not a partial turnout. They were showing signs during the early voting, family. And they don't want you to know how powerful you are, black family. So now, when you hear Joy Reid, and when you listen to MSNBC, they're sitting here telling you that it's black men that's misogynistic, with Reverend Al Sharpton sitting there with his funny looking self who needs to go eat. He claimed he is what? Vegan or what now? The more vegan he became, the less conscious he got. So go eat, ninja. Fried chicken. Might need a pork chop. Seemed like you understood things better when you was thicker and fatter. Plus, I don't be rocking with some of y'all like that. No way, just because you said that you eat right. No, your energy be off. Some of y'all be off like that. There ain't no sign. I got to look at the results, ninja. Something wrong with you. Go eat, ninja. Fried chicken. All fried foods. Eat that. What did he say? The chairman of the Georgia Legislative Black Caucus, Carl Gillard. Let me show you his name. Screenshot it, y'all. He said, what? We got work to do. He said, we've got people who have done early voting. He said, the lines are long and consistent, but we need full turnout, not a partial turnout. It makes me feel confident that I did something This is somebody named Charles Williams said, just by being in the right direction, he said, in 2020 election, over 700,000 voters were Black, according to the Secretary of State. In the last election, Chatham and Fulton County were the ones who made a difference, said Douglas Collins. Outside of Black and white voters, the Secretary of State is reporting Hispanic, Latino, Asian, Pacific Islanders, and American Indian. Early voting will end November 1st in Georgia and November 2nd in South Carolina. Election day is November 5th. So I just want you all to see this receipt, which is one of the ones that he discussed, Jason Black, during his broadcast. And again, I watched the segment where he was specifically doing the breakdown because I wanted a different chart that I felt was a bit more reliable than some of the other things that I was reading. I thought he did a good job to show how it is that it was indeed the Black voters that could have absolutely made the difference, and it was a real problem for the Democrats. I'm bringing that up because I told you that Reverend Al Sharpton, see, I got off on all that other stuff. Y'all be throwing me for loops and y'all be out there trying to act like he's so excited he didn't drop, child, go eat hard, eat all night, and they eat. Maybe you'll jump back to consciousness because it worked in reverse for you. But watch this. He was on that MSNBC with Morning Joe and Joy Reid doing her show. All these folks out there, they throwing in all these other groups. They're intentionally trying to mix it up and try to claim it's misogynistic, or this one did that one, or this one, it was this group and it was that group. They throwing out a whole bunch of stuff, a whole lot of blame, because they don't want to get to the bottom line of the fact that, didn't we tell y'all early on what it was going to be? I said, didn't we tell y'all early on what it was going to be? They don't want you to know your power. I got to go. I was going to, as you can see, I got a couple of sections here that I was having ready to read from the great Dr. Claude Anderson. His book, let me move this sticky so you can see the title. His book, Black Labor, White Wealth. How many of y'all have this book? By Dr. Claude Anderson. Well, one of the things that I was going to briefly talk about, what on page, is this 35? Which I'm not going to do because I got to go. Just look at the headline. What does the headline of this book say? What does this headline say from his book? Dr. Claude Anderson, who worked. Are y'all seeing this? He worked in the Carter administration. Hold on, let me get this right. He worked in a state campaign. He worked and negotiated with racist Strom Thurmond back in the day. This man that understands the inside of politics, this man that has a doctorate degree, worked in the educational system, one of our top economic experts, political experts, businessmen and entrepreneurs. This one that understands the system better than anybody, that was appointed in federal government by the Carter administration. What does that headline say, family? Voting, illusionary power. Can you imagine where I was going to get ready to go by reading you this section? Where he would tell you that voting in publicly held elections is the key source of power in any democratic society. If the voting groups have certain collateral forms of power, emancipation and amendments of the Constitution gave blacks the legal right to vote. Probably the only instance in which blacks exercise true group power is through block voting. But without wealth, numerical, or social accountability powers, voting becomes a weak form of power for blacks. Voting rights have pacified blacks by allowing them to make choices, but never decisions. Oh, that's deep right there, ain't it? So y'all, all the Roland Martins, you ain't no expert like him that worked in the Carter administration, that worked in state governments and government agencies, Ninja. You didn't run successful multiple electoral campaigns and won, Ninja. This man is the one that believes in reparations. This man is the one that spent hundreds of thousands of his own dollars to get black folks reparations, even using so-called Indian treaties. This man is the one that told us how voting is a game and how to play it. And the title of this section is how voting is illusionary power. So when y'all sit up here and tell us what we shouldn't do, and when we sit home on our thrones, which is our couches, how it don't make a difference, Ninja, we're going to talk to the expert before we listen to you. I got to go. Family, click the link, mark your calendars. We have literally, I'm doing this at the last minute because we need to utilize this energy. I want to expose the occult dark forces that was at work in both the Kamala campaign and the Trump campaign. I'm going to break down for you what was happening in the spirit realm and the reason why so many of your spiritualists and your political experts got it wrong. I'm going to let you know why the energy is so intense, because it's an unseen force that's at work. And everybody ain't going to break it down the way I will. It's free. Mark your calendars for Sunday, November 24th. Click the link right there so that you can sign up now. I hadn't even done a post on this yet. Nowhere. So I'm going to talk to my team here in a little bit about getting those out, but I wanted to talk to you all about it really quick. My sister Lisa said, thank you so very much, Queen. You're so welcome, precious. Family, it's free. Don't you just show up. If you're a part of a social group, a religious organization, a spiritual organization, your family, friends, a loved one, people that's on your job that you can trust and that's about that life, you give everybody this link and tell them to show up, and you make sure that you're there. Take off work now. Get the kids a babysitter now. Tell husband, tell wife what it's going to be now. Let them know now. And make sure that you don't miss what I'm getting ready to talk about. Edwana said, I'm registered. I know that's right. It's absolutely free. And everybody knows that Vicki does the absolute best, most detailed, most powerful, receipt-filled, informative webinars that's out there, because I'm born for this particular time. You do not want to miss this. Yes? I love you all so much. Click that link. Let me see you in 2 weeks, Sunday, November 24th. Register for my free webinar. And literally, when you click the link, you're going to see the free Zoom link, and you're going to see where the title says exposing. Y'all see this? This is what it is. Look. Exposing the dark energies used in the presidential race. Summoning the dry bones army. Y'all ain't ready for that. I'm going to talk about the prophecy for real. I love you back, Naturally Tour. That's my sister right there. Do y'all hear me? It's called Exposing the Dark Energies Used in the Presidential Race, Summoning the Dry Bones Army. Y'all ain't ready for this, baby. We're going to snatch back all of these spiritual things. I don't give a doggone what you are. And it's going to shock you how I'm going to break this down. And it's more than what you think. Talk black to me. Somebody else just said that they registered. Kim, I know that's right, beloved. K Michelle. Kimberly says she registered. All right, y'all ain't playing. So make sure you tell your family, friends, and loved ones, register, but make sure that you mark your calendars. They're going to always send you a reminder. I believe my team or Zoom or somebody automatically sends you a reminder. You don't want to miss this. Have your pen and pad ready. Family, I'm going to break it down for you at least 1 to 2 hours. Don't miss it. It's going to be very insightful, but I'm going to talk to you about the stuff that nobody else is going to talk to you about and what you can do about it. That's the biggest thing. Thank all my beautiful moderators. Thank all of you all for showing up. I bow to you. I'm your sister with the curly braids. I can't wait to see you again.